As your desire, so is your will. As your will, so is your deed. As your deed, so is your destiny. This is what Upanishad says. The human mind works on two planes. First, in the materialistic plane, in which men indulge in pampering themselves with the spuriously alluring worldly pleasures. Next, in the plane in which God becomes the center of his being and leads him onto the path of spirituality. Thus, the characteristic of angel and devil coexist in the man, and their mutual conflicts is very often it is the devil which wins the battle. Nammalvar in his Pasurams, which is considered to be the magnum opus, tracks the path taken by the aspiring soul and the original transcendence. Thiruviruttam, Thiruvasariyam, Periya Tiruvandadi, and Thiruvaimozhi are the four Pasurams written by Nammalvar. Of that, Thiruvaimozhi is considered to be the magnum opus because literally it means divine words. Alvar commences the work. He begins the work. Uyarvara Uyannalam Udayavan Avanavan. Saluting the Lord and praising His free grace. Because of the grace of the God, he endowed with devotional wisdom. And when he ends the Pasuram of Thiruvaimozhi, he ends with the note of his union with the God. For 1,000 songs, in between, he portrays wide range of emotional experience involving the transport of joys during God visit and the pangs of grief when God deserts. Beautifully, and even it takes a form of a lover and also conveys certain messages to those people like us. Madhurakavi Alvar visits Nammalvar. Nammalvar was in trance, and Madhurakavigal asked him a question. செத்ததின் வயிற்றில் சிறியது பிறந்தால் எற்றை தின்று எங்கே கிடக்கும்? If the atomic Jivatma is born into the lifeless body, what it will eat and where it will abide? Nammalvar replies, Attai tindru ange kidakkum. It will eat and remain there. What is the inner meaning of this dialogue between Madhurakavigal and Nammalvar? It is the dialogue that means if the Jivatma is a realized soul, it will contemplate on the God and sustain itself in divine consciousness. If the Jivatma is not realized the soul, then it will be subjected to the fruits of the karma resulting from the actions motivated by the sensory organs and will remain caught in the cycle of birth and death. உயர்வர உயர்நலம் உடையவனவனவன் மயர்வர மதிநலம் அருளினன் யவனவன் அயர்வரும் அமரர்கள் அதிபதியவனவன் துயரருச் சுடரொடு தொழுதொழியன் மனனே. The first pasuram of Thiruvaimozhi. The meaning looks very simple. Nammalvar is praising the God, and he says the God is the repository of auspicious qualities, and his grace bestowed upon me pure knowledge and pure devotion. And the Lord is the ever wakeful worshipped by the Nitya Suris, who is the dispeller of all miseries. And I am offering my service to the worship of his dazzling feet. It looks very simple to look at, but the inner meaning. Manaiva Manushyanam Karnam Bandha Mokshayo. This is from Vishnu Puranam. It is a mind which is a cause of bondage, and it is a mind for the release of therefrom. So it is a mind. Alvar here says to his mind not to dwell upon materialistic objects, but to remain focused on the loving service of the God. Supreme reality is the storehouse of the countless auspicious qualities. Nammalvar says Narayanan has got the countless of auspicious qualities. It is these qualities that attract the pious of human beings and induce them reverence and devotion to the God. Example is in Ramayana, Lakshmana tells Hanuman, Hanuman, I take pleasure in serving Rama because he is captivated. Lakshmana is captivated by his brother's qualities. Aham asya gunir dasyam ubagata. Because of his qualities, I am duty bound to serve him. There's a dialogue between Atri Anusuya and Sita, and Anusuya tells Sita the duties of a pativrata. Sita tells Atri that she is duty bound to serve Ram, even if he were to be a man of undesirable qualities. But here Rama has all the good qualities. He's affectionate, very much attached to me. Sita says, needless therefore to say that I derive the greatest pleasure of serving Rama. Namalvar also says that he has granted the Madinalam, the bhakti coupled with the knowledge of the divine qualities of the God. Bhakti towards Narayana is generated by undertaking arduous efforts which may take several years or several births also. But in the case of Namalvar, he admits that he got it in no time. Lord has given him spontaneous emergence of bhakti, rare case of operation of the Lord's benevolent grace. Alvar also admits that he has got rid of his ignorance, ajnana, that the individual soul is independent, no, and can act by itself. That ajnana goes. The central theme of this work of Thiruvaimozhi is the supreme reality. Narayana is the both upaya and upeya, the ultimate goal, and it is also the means, and the ultimate goal is Narayana for liberation. The idea is clearly indicated in this opening stanza. And also, Alvar says, Amarahal Adibadi. First thing is, he refutes the Advaita philosophy of Nirguna Brahman. The phrase Madinalam Arulinan implies that the God is the grantor and he is the receiver. So Paramatma is the grantor and Alvar is the receiver. Jivatma, thus making it very clear that there are two distinct different realities, Jivatma and Paramatma. So he differs from the Advaita. This is Vishishtadvaita philosophy. Amarar Adibadi means Narayana is being praised by the Nitya Suris. Chudaradi. Here also Nirguna Brahman is being questioned. The dazzling feat signifies that the Lord has got a auspicious, he has got a beautiful, enchanting form, refuting the Advaitic view that the Lord is formless. Toludelu, surrender, Saranahati. Surrendering at the feet of Lord is a means of getting salvation through God's grace. This is an echo of the famous Charamastoka of the Sarvadharman Parityajya Mameham Charanam Praja Agamtva Sarvapapeksho Mokshaishyami Masusaga. Important lesson that can be drawn from this pasuram is the need for the sustained self-restraint to control our mind. The carnal mind, instead of controlling the senses, becomes their slave. An unclear mind cannot focus on spiritual matters. So it's therefore to be cleansed by the intense and sustained effort by the total surrender, Saranahadi to God.